AFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 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 check. Watch twins. Watch twins. Jim, 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 Jim.
Greystone travel.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Check 3, check 3.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Bang, bang, 61. Matchbox 2.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Set 90. Wolf. Watch the out. Watch the out. Jim. Topper. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready, go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
218. Chopper.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Ready up.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Switch.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about anything.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go. 57's the mic. Mike 57.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it to Cooks. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Look, squeeze. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got Smith here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. They'll set up to throw.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Smooth. Watch the clock, motion, clock. 5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go. Hit it.
2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Did you get this, boy?
They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Big stop.
Greystone travel.
Big ass. 36. Under 10. 10.
Let's go.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hard, hard.
No.
Fair. Let's go.
First down, they go with Barber again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 at the 19.
Matchbox lights.
Mike, 57. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
57. Let's go, D.
General West.
Tell him to right. 4 down. Check.
Now.
They'll run with Barber. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Back. Protein spill. Ready, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw. And he'll find Hall. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Mike part two. Here we go.
Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Mike 52. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot. Now. Hey.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Come on, baby.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well, it was you. I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Sway call. 132 fight. Go! Block motion. Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's put him on the bus.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 80 weapons.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Get it.
Barber on 1st and 10. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
8 read. 666. Pull it high. Look at me. Score. Go hit it.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Let's go. Beat them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's 2nd and inches at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crab. Kill.
Blue draw Corkers.
Kill. Check your hot read. Alert flare. Alert.
Leo. 5.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Gone.
Here's Barber, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from the 1.
You ain't got nothing. Check 3. Check 4.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
Clear. Snap.
They'll try it now with Barber. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. On the ground, Kamara. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 31. Check.
Go out.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. The carry for Barber. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Go, go.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here we go. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
2nd and 1. This goes to Barber, the running back. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
57's the Mike. So we got man. Check 50.
Look, squeeze. Slide.
Back to the running game with Barber. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. One more time with Barber. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Hey!
57's
Hey! High 7.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ioannidis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Rock it. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barber. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
6-6, pull it high. Hard.
Here's Barber. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now back to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming up.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Hightower. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come again.
Defense.
On 3rd down, Barber. Before he's brought down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.